What's up, everybody? My name is Bryce, aka DubsNotSubs, and in today's video, we're going to be going over Kakushigoto's My Dad's Secret Ambition, Volume 1. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. This story centers around Kakushi and Hime, which are the two main characters. Kakushi is the father to Hime, and he actually does adult content, adult manga, so he makes raunchy stuff, and he doesn't want Hime to find out because she thinks she will hate him, or that she will get bullied at school for various other reasons because he's actually, like I said, a single father, so he doesn't have a mother in the household, and he's kind of overprotective in the whole aspect of that, and he doesn't really know. He's just trying to do his best as a parent, and I can respect that, but if I was a manga artist who did adult content and my kid found out, I think it'd go something like this. Daddy! Oh, Champ, what's going on? What are you in here for?
Why does this have your name on it?
Well, son, you see, I make hentai.
Hentai? What is that?
It's above your age. It's adult stuff. Remember when you saw me and Momri wrestling?
Yeah, I remember. You were winning, Daddy. You're really good at wrestling.
That's pretty much what it was.
Oh, I want to wrestle too then. I want to wrestle just my friend Soraya at school, and I'm going to win.
No, son, no. You gotta wait till you get older, but you could use that to learn if you really want to. I mean, I hate to brag a little bit about myself, but your father is a great artist as it happens to be.
Okay, I'll read this then. But first off, what's this?
Well, son, that is that's what the females have. The best way I could put it.
Oh.
Now, why don't you skedaddle along and go play your game?
Okay, Daddy. I'll go play GTA and kill hookers. And, because I won't have to pay for them, but it'll be real fun. And I'll read this too. Thank you, Dada.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much how it goes. I don't really see how it would change in a real-life situation at all. But anyway, we're going to get on to the actual review. Now, as this video is going up, hopefully, I believe it should be April 2nd, the day that the the anime is coming out. Hopefully it is, and if you want to check out the series, I'd recommend checking that out first to see if you're going to enjoy this kind of series. But as I said, this series is about Kakushi and Hime. Basically, the dad trying to keep away from Hime the fact that he is an actual adult manga artist, and they get into basic various shenanigans about how he covers it. He's got his manga artist assistants helping him. He's got like teachers at school helping him, and just the overall relationship in the most of the story, it kind of runs in the format of it goes short story, then there's an afterword about the story, then it goes to the next short story, and it goes like that back and forth afterward. So it kind of follows that format. So the biggest problem I have with this manga, besides the art, which I feel is very, very plain, but at the same time, I don't necessarily see it as a bad thing. It's a bit weird because it's a very underwhelming art. It's very just okay art. It's nothing special, but it's not like crazy bad. But it's still in a way unique, which is a bit interesting to have it plain and unique at the same time. So I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. It was just okay. But the thing with the short stories is either you like the gimmick of that short story, or you have to just basically power through it by the end of it. And it's a bit of a struggle. I'm kind of sad that sometimes I'd really be really into the short story, but the other time the gimmick wouldn't get me, and then you just have to suffer through, like, I think they'd run around, it can't be, it's gotta be like 20 to 30 pages each like short story, not including the afterword. But the short stories usually go on this funny thing with no really lessons to learn, but then the afterword gets a bit more serious, which I think is a little weird because I don't know that it is like after all the events, so I get why it does that. But overall, it's okay. It's not definitely a fantastic. It didn't blow me out of the water like I thought it would, but I do think it's okay. I like the side characters do their job. A lot of my biggest problem with this book is it just feels very average. It's just okay at best. And if you really like these kind of, if you fall in love with the dynamic of Kakushi and Hime and the whole concept of trying to hide it, it's going to be, I believe it's 12 volumes long, the series is going to be, then you'll like the series. But if you're not okay with like just more like laid back humor, it's not really anything big happens, just kind of like I'm trying to think of one of the scenes. scenes, like one of the ones, he's like, there's a sports festival and he's basically trying to train up for his thing, and it's just very lackluster. But it also kind of shows like funny things with inside the manga creators, but it also shows things within like the manga creators side, like delaying stuff, just what it's like to get burnout and all these other like stressful things, like wanting to get popular, what's getting famous, what, like, there's different things in there that's pretty cool that I really enjoyed. I really liked the editor. He was one of my favorite characters. The Hime's teacher was another one that was pretty good. Kakushi was okay at times. Hime was really good as a character in the sense she wasn't two-dimensional or anything, but she did her job as a little kid who was innocent. And the cool thing about this is, at the beginning and the end of each section of this, I don't know if they're going to continue throughout it, it shows Hime actually grown up. Like in the first chapter, it opens up with Hime opening up to the where he had all the manga and where he was creating it. It opens up, it shows her finally finding out about it. They hid it for 18 years, so it already shows that they were able to successfully hide that he was an adult manga artist until he was 18, and finally shows it to her, and you get to see kind of what she thought about him actually doing that, what she would have felt like back then. Overall, I like their dynamic. It does feel like daughter and father. It's nothing like crazy bad, overprotective father. He's trying his best with his mom outside, or without his wife and without Hime's mom. And then like in the afterwards, you get these more serious moments about what actually happened and like transpired in the events. Like there's one where she, at the end of it, she finds a bunch of boxes in there with like all like her with a bunch of age numbers on it, and then you find out that gets his yukata, I believe it. No, Camino. Sorry, I said that wrong. Camino, and she asked her dad if he made it, and he was like, "Sure, yeah, I made it." Like in this kind of weird way. But then when you see the boxes, you begin to make the connection that the wife it had to do something with the wife probably knew she was gonna die, so she pre-made these boxes for Hime, like as she grew up, so she kind of be there without being there. And you see him getting somber. It's a really sweet moment and one of the better parts of the manga. But overall, I would kind of describe this manga as a roller coaster with highs and lows. Depending on whether you like the gimmick or not of the short story is going to kind of determine whether you enjoy it, whether you hate that segment. But the good thing about the short stories also are, if you don't like that element, just get through the 30 pages, then you got another one to work with. The art, like I said, is okay at best. I would say below average to average. Is like, I can't give it any better than that for how like the art is and all the other stuff I've seen. The dynamic between Hime and Kakushi is pretty good and pretty real. I really like that. There are characters I don't like and characters I do like, but overall they are pretty likable, as albeit a little bit one-sided or not one-dimensional, because they kind of just fill in their role and they don't really expand outside of that. The only two characters, well, Kakushi is the main character, obviously being as Hime is younger and he's trying to hide it from her. They follow really him around throughout the whole thing, and overall, it's just a very okay manga. If you really like the dynamic that Kakushi and Hime have in the anime, then you might want to check it out. But I'd recommend definitely going for the anime first, as it is a free option if you already have the streaming services. I believe it's going to be on Funimation only. But anyway, guys, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Check it out if you do like your comedy daughter-father relationships. And it's definitely more sweet, lighthearted comedy with some serious moments in between, which makes it very kind of worthwhile if you like it. Overall, I have to give it a 5. I can't in good conscience give it anything better than that. Maybe if it changes throughout the volumes 2 through 12, I could change my opinion on it. But as of right now, it's just average for me, and it's an okay series where I can see where people could love it or hate it. But overall, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoy it. If you do check it out, tell me what you think about it, and what kind of book do you want me to see me read next. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you in another